What is going on, guys? Thank you for joining me. We are hanging in there, 42,000 in the bank. This season we are losing money, obviously, but somehow, 2nd of April, probably one of the first seasons where we've not been in the red after getting promotion to the Football League. Since then it's been downhill financially. But before anything, let's check out the fixtures, what's happened since you last with us, and we'll talk some players. Then we'll get into today's live com. So the first game after the last 0-0 draw against Millwall was this game away to Coventry at the Rico. Always going to be a tough game, but we went out with all guns blazing, playing the attacking tactic. And as you see, Ellison into Billy Waiters. Billy Waiters, he's holding it, he gets tackled, but I think they just try to counter us far too quickly. Riddle picks it up, he goes to Boateng. He lays in Ellison. Ellison goes forward, intercepted. He wins the second ball. We win a second ball. It comes to Manson, who tucks it away. 1-0 FC United Manchester. Holy smokes. 2 wins in a row. We come up against Crewe Alexandra at home in front of the adoring fans of Broadhurst Park. Ellison plays the long ball forward. I have no idea who he was aiming for. But luckily, Crewe Alexandra have this thing where what they want to do is just give it back to us. Long ball up by the keeper, intercepted. That comes to Manson. He lays off to Burton, flicks on to Armstrong. Armstrong comes inside, goes to Burton. He's looking for the return. He gets the return, tucks it away. 1-0 FC United Manchester. We can't win them all. We cannot win them all. Come up away to Exeter. We travelled all the way down to the south coast. And we get sucker punched with this counter-attack in the 68th minute. So Barron picks it up, he goes to the back post, and Harrison tucks it away. 1-0. Game for us to see. A little bit disappointing because of the way that this game ends. But as you can see here, Nielsen, Billy Ways long ball to Burton. Burton's driving forward, he spreads out wide to Palmerson. Palmerson's going to get into Billy Waiters, he tucks it away. The ever young Billy Waiters puts us 1-0 up, 4th goal of the season. But what you will see here is they managed to get back into it. It's the 89th minute at the minute. They end up getting the goal in the 90th minute. We're playing some nice football, but maybe we are attacking too much when we 1-0 up. We should have maybe sat back. We should have maybe just held on to this 1-0 lead. But the new idea of just going for it this season, the attacking tactic, it's obviously not worked all season. We've switched around, but I do feel a lot more comfortable. But unfortunately, Fleetwood got the equaliser here and the game ended 1-1. So guys, as you can see, the game ended 1-1. We managed to pick up 7 points out of possible 12 in the gap between the last live com. Our form recently since the Crawley game has not been that bad, so it does appear getting threatened with the sack improves your form. We've got Wickham away today. We're still not in a great position, but the board we now class as stable. So we're sitting in 15th and 52 points. So hopefully we could chase Plymouth. I don't think so, because 5 points behind, only 5 games left. Let's see what we can do against Wickham today. This is one of them games where if we win, you don't know what could happen in the last couple of games. Going into the fact of the actual squad, top goal scorer now is Burton with 10. Simpson's in there with 5. Then you got Bram, Billy Waiters and Nielsen with 4s apiece. Top assist is Burton as well with 11. You've got Simpson with 4 and Billy Waiters with 4 and then a couple on 3. Key passes for this season, 197 for Bram. So he's still doing well for us. Superb. Top passers, you have Matty Kerr with 84%, James Reid 81. You've got also Paul Mullen, who's obviously played a few games now, 3 games off the bench. Really nice young player, 17 years old, Northern Irish, come through our youth system. Hopefully he can get a couple of games next season as well. Top earners still Bram at 9.25k a week. It's a lot of money, and almost we might end up selling him because obviously he wants to leave, and he holds a massive value of 3.4 million. It's a massive value. No transfers have been arranged yet. Now my scouts have been out, and let me just show you the assignments. We're currently scouting France, Germany, Brazil. We've been looking for a first team right winger, but that one is actually finished, and also Spain. So we've been doing a lot of nation scouting, which is definitely improving. I want to definitely get some more South American scouting going, and also some African scouting. We've got a million budget, but that will obviously be gone for next season. We need to just focus on keeping people together at the minute. Keep as many of the team in for next season as we can, and just improve in some of the areas. I definitely think we need a centre-back long-term. We need possibly a new midfielder. I'm fairly impressed by Tobias Manson. He's got himself 3 goals so far for us. Now, bear in mind, he's still settling to the country, so hopefully next year he can do quite well for us. Fingers crossed. He is on a long-term deal, so stick with him. So the squad we're going to be going with today, let's just see if Armstrong's back to play left wing. So Manson is also back. So we're going to be going with Reese, Sheevin, Mark, Riddle, Palmerson, Reed, Ellison, Armstrong, Burton, Billy Waders and Manson up front. So I'm happy with the squad. As you can see there, Boateng's actually been dropped out recently and Mark's been getting a bit more game time. He's not playing too well, but he's on a couple of year contract with us. He is contracted to the club where obviously Boateng is not. So I think it makes sense to just keep with him, because in the long run he's a really, really good stat-wise defender. So sticking with him there, hopefully for next season he settles and becomes a really solid defender. Okay. Let's give him a pep talk. Brilliant. Wrong button. There we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. So we are playing away to Wickham. Wickham in that final relegation spot. Can we, 1, pick up 3 points, 1, pull away from them, and also just keep the confidence of the board to the extent where they want us here next season? I mean, this season's been dreadful, guys, and in the long run, I think we can look back on this season as a complete failure, but also look back on this season as a massive learning curve. We have totally redesigned the formation, so in the summer, I have another summer to build in terms of bringing players in to fit that formation. So in the long run, I'm really, really looking forward to developing this team, and we're 1-0 down. Oh, dear. I mean, the redevelopment of the tactic has been a massive overhaul, and clearly the players have not adjusted well to it. But in the long run, I think it's going to work a lot more beneficial because we get a lot more shots off. We look a lot more creative, and we really don't want to be dropping back to 5-5 because, well, let's just see what we can do. I mean, technically, I kind of do want to drop back to 5-5 because it was a lot more solid. But I understand that we need to progress, and I feel like to progress we need a better attacking tactic. So it will be about using 2 tactics next season. We're 2-0 down. It'll be about using 5-5 in these big games away from home, at home against the top clubs, and using the attacking tactic against the smaller clubs, the clubs that are struggling, like Wickham. I mean, do Wickham want him more? They're in the relegation fight, we basically mid-table. What a freaking game to livecom. One thing I would say as well is I've been considering this being the end for Reese in goal. I'm going, again, end of season review is going to be massive because it's going to be a point where we're going to be looking at certain people who have been around for a long time. Sheevin at left back, Reese in goal, Palmerson at right back, Reed in defensive midfield, Ellison in the middle even, Burton in the deep line playmaker, in the shadow striker role. I mean, can he move to the main striker and bring someone else in? Billy Waiters on the wing, is he now going to be past it? And left winger, we've got a lot of positions where we're going to be looking to strengthen, and it's a matter of strengthening properly this time. I mean, this is going to be the most important summer of our time as manager, I think, because this season is a complete disaster, and as long as the board stick with me, we can't afford another season like that. So season 14 could be the end if this form continues, or season 15 could be the most important season of our journey so far. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to know people's thoughts on it. I know I've not been commentating much, but we're 4-0 down, so I'd rather start preaching about the long-term plans than sitting here with my head in my hands watching this crap. I mean, you've got James Reed playing a 6.1. He's going to have to come off. Maddie Kerr can go in. I mean, is Maddie Kerr the long-term successor for James Reed? I think so, as long as he sticks around. He's getting old now. I think he's like 22. So he's been around a long time. But when you look, you've got Marks playing another 6.2, Ted Riddle a 6.0, Sheevan a 6.3, Palmerston 6.5, Burton 6.3, Armstrong 5.9. Players just don't step up. Players just don't step up. And we pull one back there, Riddle. Long ball in from Billy Waiters. Results in a goal. Sorry guys, just moving something. One of them situations at the minute, guys, where this defeat is going to piss the board off. To lose 4-1 after the form we've been in as well, guys. The form we've been in. Then we come up against a relegation battling team. The only thing I can say is they've wanted him more. They have wanted him more. And that is very, very clear. Very clear. And do you know what I'm sick of? I am sick of teams winning the second balls against us. Happens way too many times. Way too many times. Shouldn't be happening as many times as it does. No chance. The amount of times rebounds or balls across, deflections, stuff like that, and it lands and they get the second ball. Am I right? Carlisle are the third, and that's who we're playing next. Fans devastated. Join the freaking club. So, board confidence. We are still stable. I do think we're going to hold on to our job, which is nice. Definitely, because, I mean, when we scroll up, there's been periods, guys, which have just been horrendous. I mean, we had a decent start. Then from here, oh my days, that was just... But we've only got 3 games to play off. We've got Carlisle, Portsmouth, 2 top of the league teams, and Stevenage at home. Then we're going to come back for the final day against Grimsby just to see off the season. So I want to thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. And remember to keep watching and check out Colin's series as well. Check out our shows, our podcasts, and more to come on our channel. So thank you, guys. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you next time for more Creating a Legacy with FC United of Manchester.